a ride to the Brandenburg Gate.
Hello, young explorers! Today, we're going to learn about an exciting city with a rich history and vibrant culture, Berlin. Berlin is the capital of Germany and one of the most fascinating cities in the world. Berlin has a long and eventful history that stretches back over 800 years. It was first mentioned in historical records in the 13th century. Over the centuries, Berlin grew in size and importance, becoming the capital of the Kingdom of Prussia, the German Empire, the Weimar Republic, and eventually modern Germany. One of the most significant periods in Berlin's history was during the 20th century. After World War II, Berlin was divided into two parts: East Berlin, controlled by the Soviet Union, and West Berlin, controlled by the United States, the United Kingdom, and France. This division was marked by the Berlin Wall, built in 1961, which separated families and friends for nearly 3 decades. The Berlin Wall became a powerful symbol of the Cold War. In 1989, something amazing happened. The Berlin Wall fell. This event marked the end of the Cold War and led to the reunification of East and West Berlin, as well as East and West Germany. Today, Berlin is a unified city once again, and remnants of the Berlin Wall serve as a reminder of its complex past. Berlin is home to over 170 museums and galleries. One of the most famous is Museum Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that includes 5 incredible museums showcasing art and artifacts from ancient times to the 19th century. The city has a rich musical heritage, from classical music to techno. The Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra is one of the best in the world. Berlin also has many theaters, including the famous Berliner Ensemble, which was founded by playwright Bertolt Brecht. Berlin is a major cultural hub in Europe. Its museums, theaters, music, and festivals attract millions of visitors every year. The city's creative energy inspires artists, musicians, and thinkers from around the world.
Berlin, oh Berlin, we're adventurers away from the walls of Europe, right to the Brandenburg Gate.
The Brandenburg Gate. This magnificent structure is not only a beautiful piece of architecture but also a symbol of Germany's history and unity. The Brandenburg Gate was finished in 1791 by order of the Prussian King Frederick William II. It was designed and inspired by the Propylaea, the gateway to the Acropolis in Athens, Greece. The gate originally marked the entrance to the city of Berlin. On top of the gate sits the quadriga, a chariot drawn by 4 horses, driven by the goddess of victory. The gate stands about 85 feet or 26 meters tall, and 213 feet or 65 meters wide. The gate has 12 Doric columns, 6 on each side, forming 5 passageways. During the Cold War, the Brandenburg Gate stood between East and West Berlin, symbolizing the division of the city. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, people gathered at the gate to celebrate, and it became a symbol of German reunification and peace. The Reichstag building. This impressive structure is not only the home of the German parliament but also a symbol of the country's turbulent history and its journey towards democracy. The Reichstag building has a fascinating history that dates back to the late 19th century. It was designed by architect Paul Wallet and completed in 1894 to house the Imperial Diet or Reichstag of the German Empire. The building was a grand symbol of the German nation and its government. In 1933, a significant event changed the course of the Reichstag's history. The building was severely damaged by a fire, which the Nazis used as a pretext to tighten their grip on power. During World War II, the Reichstag was further damaged by bombings in the Battle of Berlin. After the war, the building fell into disuse as Germany was divided into East and West. It wasn't until the reunification of Germany in 1990 that the Reichstag regained its importance. A major renovation, led by British architect Sir Norman Foster, was completed in 1999, transforming it into the modern seat of the German Bundestag, means parliament. The Reichstag building is more than just a government building. It's a symbol of Germany's history, resilience, and democratic values. Its impressive architecture, from the historic fog to the modern glass dome, makes it a fascinating place to explore.
In the heart of the city, where the rivers flow, you'll find music and laughter and places to go. Birdy, oh Birdy, we're adventures away from the walls of Europe right to the Brandenburg Gate.
Berlin's most beautiful and important buildings, the Berliner Dom, also known as the Berlin Cathedral. The history of the Berliner Dom dates back to the 15th century when a smaller cathedral stood on the site. The current cathedral that we see today was built between 1894 and 1905 during the reign of Emperor Wilhelm II. The architect behind this magnificent structure was Julius Karl Raschdorf. Unfortunately, the cathedral suffered extensive damage during World War II, and it wasn't until the 1970s that restoration efforts began. The restoration was finally completed in 1993, allowing the Berliner Dom to shine once again as a symbol of Berlin's resilience and heritage. The cathedral's main dome reaches a height of 322 feet or 98 meters, making it one of the tallest buildings in Berlin. The cathedral serves as an important place of worship for the Protestant community in Berlin. It hosts regular services, concerts, and special events. Its impressive acoustics and beautiful interior make it a perfect setting for musical performances. The Berliner Dom is a major tourist attraction. Visitors can explore the cathedral, climb to the top of the dome for a panoramic view of Berlin.
With castles and palaces and stories to share, we'll dance through the city with love everywhere.
Berlin's most famous and exciting places: Alexanderplatz and the Berlin TV Tower. Alexanderplatz has a long history that dates back to the 13th century when it was a cattle market. It was named after Russian Tsar Alexander I, who visited Berlin in 1805. Over the centuries, it transformed into a major commercial and transportation hub. Towering over Alexanderplatz is the Berlin TV Tower, or Fernsehturm. The Berlin TV Tower was constructed between 1965 and 1969 by the government of East Germany. It was designed to showcase the strengths and modernity of the socialist state. When it was completed, it was one of the tallest structures in Europe. The TV tower is a marvel of engineering. The tower stands at an impressive height of 1,207 feet or 368 meters, making it the tallest structure in Germany. The observation deck offers stunning 360-degree views of Berlin. Above the observation deck is a revolving restaurant, which rotates once every 30 minutes. Giving diners a panoramic view of the city while they eat. The tower's sleek, futuristic design, with its gleaming sphere and tall mast, makes it a standout feature of Berlin's skyline. Visitors to Alexanderplatz can enjoy shopping, dining, and entertainment, while the TV tower offers breathtaking views of the city. The TV tower, once a symbol of East Germany, now stands as a united symbol of all Berlin, representing the city's reunification and growth after the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Down our downloads and our blades, where the CODO comes alive. The Berlin TV tower stands tall.